Northern Highlands Girls Lacrosse Settled Attack. The basic formation we're looking at is 4 players spread out across the 12 meter, outside 3 to 4 yards from the 12 meters, 2 players inside, and 1 attacking player behind. This is how we're going to go out when we settle the ball after the fast break and slow break opportunities have dissolved. The first and primary objective when we settle is to work the ball behind to the attacking player set up. So the basic principle and philosophy of our attack is 1 ball, 1 goal. Everybody dodges. So the first look is the attacking player behind the cage looking to take her player 1v1. If we can't get the 1v1 dodge from behind, A2 is going to cut across and set a screen for A3. It's really important for A2 to set herself up high enough by the elbow so she can get a backdoor cut on her defender. Similar to how we've run flex in years past, girls, where A3 will come and cut off her shoulder looking to get that feed from that attacking player who has her stick in triple threat position. Now, that's the first sequence we look at coming into the settled attack. If A1 can't get the dodge, if she can't get one of the feeds inside, we're just going to look to move the ball to the outside, who M1 in this case, or whoever that outside player is our outlet pass. So we get the ball up top. Same principle applies now. M1 looks to take her girl 1v1. Everybody dodges. Now, off-ball players, what we're looking at, girls, is this philosophy we've instilled since day one about defending. We talk about defending in pairs. We're now going to attack in pairs. What does that mean? Girl adjacent to the ball, M2 in this case, she could attack in pairs with M3. She could screen away, allowing M3 to cut in. That is an option. A2 could again screen over for A3, who looks to flash to the ball. That's not the only option off of this, as A3 could set a screen for A4, A2 could set a screen for M2. We're not going to script any of the plays off this, girls. We're going to allow you guys to take what you see on the field. Now, concepts, things to look for. As the ball gets slid over to one of these top 2 attacking players, all right, our progressions and our concepts here become very similar to a motion offense, where if M2 likes to dodge righty, well, that adjacent player, M1, is going to bring her girl underneath the dodge. M3 screens away to allow A4 to cut in. Again, girls, we're attacking in pairs here. M3, A4 attacking in pairs. A2 could be sliding over and attacking or setting a screen for A3. Concepts. Always attack in pairs. Always look to work together. Same principle applies. The ball gets scooted over to M3, where now M2 brings her girl underneath the dodge. A2 and A3 could be combining with the outside attacking players to create combinations. So, basic premise or premises and points of emphasis here. See the ball, the defense, and the options for the ball. You have to keep your head up and read the play. We've got to have that big vision on the offensive side. So, if we're bringing a dodge in from M2, A2 has to understand what's happening and bring her girl away. Now, some other points of emphasis as we move through it. Know your own and each other's strengths and look to capitalize on them. You know, who are our best feeders behind goal line extended? Who are our better dodges in the positions up top? We can look to create chaos in the middle here if we get girls that have really, really big size that become very, very difficult to defend. Again, if the ball's up top with them too, we can look to feed the middle on A2 and A3 using our speed, using our size. Be able to communicate and execute the 2-3 person combo plays that will lead to easy scores, the ISOs, the cuts, the flips, the picks, and the screens. We've talked at length about different sets in the past, girls, that will just organically happen off of this. A2 and A3 flashing to the top, allowing M2 and M3 to cut in, which we'll go over more in a separate segment. No random cuts into the 8 meter. If you're moving into or through the 8, it should be for a reason. Cut with a purpose. So if the ball on M1 outside the 12 meter, we don't want to just see A4 flashing in unless A2 or A3 or one of the other players are setting a screen for her. Understand that timing is everything on offense. You could be making the best cut in the world, but if the feeder isn't ready to pass, you won't be able to make the connection. So if the ball's behind on A1, if you make that cut now into the middle of the 8, and A1 doesn't see it and she's not in a position to feed, it's not going to do us any good. Unselfishness. You don't want to be a black hole in the offense. You have to be willing to do the little things that create a successful attack, creating space, setting picks, holding space. We also have to have the ability to improvise when the plays break down, or our first look or first option doesn't work. Remember, it's patience. We're looking for opportunities that arise and just aren't doing things according to script. Finally, understanding how the individual and team defenses think and play, so you can always be one step ahead of them. Read the D, watch their slides, know when they turn their head, and then go. Remember, ladies, always earned, never given. It's time to rise as one.